Hello, everyone. In this video, I want to talk about how EFT tapping has been helping me and just the basics of how to do it for yourself. EFT tapping is a method where you tap along energy meridians in the body. And as you're tapping, you'll go through a process where you come into acceptance with something, you allow yourself to fully feel it, or at least just say, you know, what's going on, describing the situation, the emotion, etc. And then you will choose something new and choose something different and essentially release whatever emotion you're trying to release any blockages. And it has been an absolutely amazing tool that I've been using. I've known about it for a long time, but only in the past month or so have I been using it consistently every day. And the consistent use has brought me a lot of assistance. I have used it to help me quit marijuana. I um, did one video, just one video on, tapping on cravings. And I was amazed because I've tried to quit marijuana many times before in the past and it's always been a challenge, but this time it was just easy, simple. I had maybe 1 or 2 cravings initially, and both times my thoughts went to what I had tapped in, what I had reprogrammed my mind to believe about the craving. So I find it to be one of the most effective tools out there for reprogramming your mind or helping you think about things from a new perspective. Also great for releasing emotion and trauma from the body. It can be very intense when you do that. So if you ever get adverse reactions to EFT tapping, just know it's because you're actually sort of unearthing a lot of potential blockages, pain, trauma that is being held in the body in the meridian system and can be intense at times depending on what you're tapping on. So always keep that in mind. Yes, so I do wanna show how I like to do it. There isn't really a right or wrong, but I like to tap on these points here. I like to use both hands. Now, some people just use one. I prefer to use two just because something about that makes me feel like it's more balanced in my body and it feels more like it has more oomph to it, but that's just my preference. If you feel any sensations in your body coming up while you're tapping, feel free to tap on those areas as well. The other day, I was doing a lot of self discipline and a lot of like career and making progress, those sorts of tapping, and my stomach was going nuts because it's very connected to the solar plexus. So my stomach was just grumbling, going nuts, and I would start to tap on it and I got some relief. So if you're feeling other things come up during EFT tapping, feel free to tap on that too. Or if one particular finger starts tingling, like for me, my pinky finger sometimes, and I'll just, like, lightly pinch it like this, and I'll tap through that too. So, just know that you're open to step outside of the guided one you're watching. Also, if you don't resonate with anything I say in guided ones or in other people's guided EFT tappings, you can always pause the video and say your own version of it. Really, personalization is so helpful with this. If you watch enough guided ones, you sort of get how to do it for yourself for almost any topic. So, I highly recommend you start doing your own personalized ones as well, but the guided ones are so nice because they just guide you through it. You don't really have to think about it and you can just flow. And sometimes when you're in, really heavy emotion or have like a lot of blockages around a subject, you're not always able to come up with those affirmations, the new choice, the different reframe or new perspective. So that's what can be great about the guided ones as well. So yeah, I've been doing EFT tapping for about a month very consistently, anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour a day. And it has just been like breakthrough after breakthrough with me with being able to be more social around people, feeling more confident, taking more action. The one I'm working on, but I'm waiting for it to come in is money. And I actually did manifest a job mid money tapping. So I'm telling you, it worked. And then, yes, the cravings, anything related to the body. The other day, I was having some really intense period cramps, and I did a tapping on releasing anything that is not allowing you to feel good. And I was amazed that that one video wasn't even about pain, wasn't even about, period cramps specifically. But just by doing one in a very general sense, it brought me relief, and I didn't have any more, like, cramps that day. I had maybe one or 2, but it was not the same at all. It really is an excellent tool to help you bring mental relief, physical relief, spiritual relief, because it's mind, body, and spirit. It's I think what makes it so powerful is it's combining, working with your nervous system, your energy system, you're actually bringing yourself into the parasympathetic nervous system as you're doing it. It's helping you feel safe. You're also loving and accepting yourself. You're honoring yourself. The more you say it, the more you believe it. And that alone is incredibly healing. You're coming into acceptance and allowance for whatever blockage or emotion you're facing. So that too brings a lot of healing and sort of an energetic release and a mental release. And then, yes, spiritually, I find that's connected to the nervous system as well, like our aura, our energy. So it's all interconnected, mind, body, and spirit, and that is what makes tapping so fantastic is it deals with all 3 in one. You're removing it from your body, you're removing it from your nervous system, your spiritual aura, whatever you wanna call it, and you're also clearing it from your mind. So they're all interconnected. The nervous system touches all 3. So that is it's amazing to work with it. So yes, if you want to do it yourself, let me show you the points. It's right above the eyebrow here and side of the eye here, and then under the eye here, under the nose. Uh, Excuse me. See, I'm already clearing stuff. On the chin, the collarbone, and under the armpit. And I have seen other people do under or right on the rib cage here, as well as inner wrist and here. But I will just be doing the other points because that's the ones that I've followed the most, the guided ones. But tapping here too. Anywhere you're feeling stuck energy, feel free to tap. So, and then the general setup, if you do want to personalize for yourself, is even you'll start here. You'll start tapping here on your arm, or you'll start tapping here on your hand, and you'll say, even though blank, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. So, say you're going through a breakup, you might say, even though this didn't work out and I'm heartbroken, I still deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself. And I mean, you can enter into that blank anything. If you're struggling to let go of a resentment towards someone, if you're having obsessive thoughts that are popping in your head over and over, anything like this, it is an excellent tool for mental health and for just coming into more love and acceptance of yourself. And then you can also say, I choose to be a money magnet, for example, or I choose to blank. If you want, I choose to get off my butt and get to work. I don't know, whatever you want it to be. And then from there, you go to the other points. So, the general rule, there's once again no right or wrong here, just what I've noticed from the ones online is they'll sort of discuss, what's going on. Like, how are you feeling? Start talking about it. Talk about the situation, talk about how you're feeling, and then release it. So you're going to bring it all up. You're going to bring all those old mindsets that you don't want anymore, or whatever is keeping you feeling stuck, any heavy emotion. You're going to be tapping on it. And then you're going to say, I choose to release this. So if let's say it's anger and you're really angry, you could be like, all this anger, I'm so upset. I'm so angry about this. And you can go on, go into detail. You don't have to just stop it, keeping it general. And then you can say, even though I feel this way, I still deeply love, honor, and accept myself, and I choose to release it. And then as you choose to release it, um, you can say, I release it on a cellular level and I release it through my entire past. And then after you're done with releasing, you can then switch to, well, what would you like to bring in? So let's continue with the anger example. You might go, I choose to be at peace with this. I choose to love and accept everyone involved. I choose to find ease and relief. I choose to be patient. I choose love, whatever you're going to choose as the new program. So as you're doing this, you are reprogramming your mind. You are switching the neural pathways. This is basically a process in CBT journaling where you are actually working through it. You're acknowledging the thing that you would like to change. You're acknowledging it, you're accepting yourself regardless, loving yourself regardless, and then you are choosing what you would like instead. And I find it's more effective than journaling for myself. There's something about tapping on the points, but please just give it a try and see if you see results from it. EFT tapping has helped countless people. So if it doesn't work for you, that's totally fine. Find a different tool, keep searching. There is something that will work for you. If it does work for you, like dig in, go full in on it because that's what I've been doing this month. I've really been committing to it. And the changes that I've seen in just this short amount of time have been absolutely mind-boggling. And I really wish I had committed to EFT tapping sooner because I've known about it a long time, but I never really was doing it on a consistent basis. So, yes, that is my little introduction to EFT tapping, how it's been helping me, and how I would recommend you start doing your own personalized EFT tapping sessions with yourself. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll be more than happy to answer. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.